morning. Seems like everyone's got here well before me today. Hello and welcome to the channel. If you like farming and cattle, tractors, things like that, tarmacking machines, that's just going out at the minute, then stay tuned and you'll see a little bit more about what we've doing here on the farm. Getting the TM out of the shed so we can start feeding. It looks like Ash is having a go at stacking bales, and I mean having a go. I'm on the 9 metre JCB and we're going to push all this barley into the shed. So we've made light work of pushing this up. I could push it up and over the back wall if we wanted to, but we don't, because that's not the aim of the game. Leaving Andy, Ash and my dad to feed up, and I've given myself the lovely job of blowing the baler down. So we'll pull it out into the field, we'll get this leaf blower, we'll get a fork. I need some gloves actually, I'm going back now, and we'll get that cleaned down while it's on the tractor, and then we can just forget about it for the rest of the year when I put the drill on the 6215 a little bit later today. Andy's last day on the straw blower today. I'm just getting geared up with the fork. So we'll get the beast out. Then I've loaded up fork. I'm just going into the field, so hopefully that won't fall off. Blower and my mask. And then of course I've got my beautiful white overalls on to keep the dust off, mate. Let's get this pulled out. Right, so we're just going to pull it somewhere where it's dry. I was going to do it in the yard, but my dad said to do it here in the field, which, if we get any weed problem here, we'll know why. But it'll all be localised. Next to the stack I'll be able to go with the Roundup and spray it off if it's that big a deal, but I can't see it being that big a deal. But I thought, let's be safe, let's do it away from the straw stacks. If we're going to be walking about, we don't want to be walking about near them. So we'll put it in this corner here and do it from there. Because we're going to be taking bits off, guards off, sorry, to get into it, we're going to turn off the tractor, get the key, put it in our pocket, and then nobody can jump on this, start it up and just decide that, oh, I'm going to drive off while Joe's blowing underneath it or something like that. So safety first. Right, so we've opened up what is a massive fan. They're the blades of the fan, powered by a hydraulic motor, which is at this side, and that keeps these knotters that are under here clean. Let's open it up. Oh, it says if we can. Keeps those knotters clean all the time, because it's blowing air through it. But what we're going to use it for now is to blow air down into the bale chamber, and it should displace some of that when we get the machine running. We'll try that first before we start any other drastic things of cleaning this off. Look at that, branches everywhere. I dislodge some of the big bits before I do that. So we'll get the fork, I'll get my mask on, and we'll get at it.
Feeling great. So that should keep me nice and clean, hopefully, while we do this job.
Now I've been all the way around that with the fork. We'll have a little bit of time in the tractor. We're gonna run the baler. So we got it running. We'll rev it right up. Look at that dust cloud, and that's mainly driven by that fan at the top. But of course we've got the big flywheel spinning round right in front of us there. We'll just let this run for a bit while it goes fairly clean, then we'll get the leaf blower out and blow it down. Always got to be mindful with these machines. You see that flywheel's still spinning round, the engine's off here. It looked like it's going to stop. Oh, it's still going. There's a lot of energy stored in that. So I've got out of the suit, I've had a coffee, we'll put this back together. Just want to drop the packer, just some straw in there, and then we'll see, maybe we take out the linseed bale that's in there. Maybe my dad might want to keep it in, I don't know. Rats don't normally go into linseed, but might be better to, I don't know. What do people reckon? Better to have it out and have an empty bale at all winter, or leave the part bale in, so then when you start off in the summer, you're straight into baling a bale, and because when you set off, you see, with an empty baler, you have about 2 or 3 bales that are like really soft and just need rebaling or firing or whatever. So yeah, what do you reckon? Let me know in comments. I was out to video what I'd done really. So I've putting this back together now, but we dropped that, which drops this panel here. So then I could get the mainstay of the straw out of this packer, just pull it and it drops down onto the floor. Now I just got to put it back together. Great thing with cleaning these down yourself is you can notice that bits like that are loose, and then we can just go in, if I get the right size spanner, where have I put it? Here it is, and just tighten it all up before something goes wrong. If you just let somebody else do it, are they going to notice these bits? I don't know. Right, I've got a bolt to tighten up, and then we can put this in the shed. Good, he agrees with me that we ought to take the bale out of the back. Sometimes he doesn't, so we will get the screen up and running. We'll release the pressure on the rams at the sides, so there's no brake acting on the bale, and then we'll try and get it out with the telehandler probably. Fingers crossed we can get a strap around the strings and pull it. We do have a problem with the pressure release for some reason. It shouldn't take 524 seconds to do, and it doesn't. It just keeps counting down, like it doesn't know when it's actually released, which is a bit of a pain, but it's been like it for a few years now, so we've got over it. When it does know that it's released, it lets you use a ram in the back to push the bale out. Well, because it doesn't think it's released, we've never been able to use the ram to push the bale out, so we have to use the telehandler to get it out. So those people thinking, well, why are you using a telehandler? That's why. Yeah, we only have to do it once a year, so that's all for it. So as you can see, the rams have extended now. We've got no pressure on at this side, and similarly no pressure on at that side, so that bale now should just come out with a bit of persuasion. Right, so I'll get this lifting strap and we'll thread it through the bands even, the twine, whatever you want to call it, and then we'll pull it with the JCB. Here we go. So I'll just hook that on there, we'll back up and hopefully she comes out. It's a great thing about cones. Right, let's see how this goes. Handbrake off, Joe. Thought that might happen. We've got one band snapped. Pull it with these 4. Come on. It is coming. We're in luck. Right, so let's pull that out of the way. Now we've just got the start of the next bale to get out of there as well, which is lovely. So I've just tripped the knotters on that little segment, and then hopefully it should have made a very, 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 very tiny bale. I'm hoping. Anyway, maybe. Yes, we might be able to put a strap around that and pull that out. So Ash is just pulling it out now. Go on, Ash. Go on, it's going. Pulling that little segment out that we've baled, which is fantastic. Go on, Ash, keep going. Get that constipation out. Whee! Look at that, cute little bale. Just keep dragging it up there and then we can push it into the side. Happy days. We've got nothing. I thought we'd have some left to do, but we've got absolutely nothing. It's got it all. The amount of time in the past we messed about dragging it out of there, spending hours, and all we need to do is trip the knotters. And it's all out. So now I'm in the bale chamber. I will see these bits here. Don't want them because they're slowing the bale down from coming out. That's what we're trying to do with these sides, but we don't want bits building up like that because it makes the bales misshapen. So we'll get that out, and then we'll probably spray these walls up with a bit of oil, and then they'll not rust and they should stay nice and shiny until next year. Right, so that's all sprayed up with oil, so it's good to go for next year. Saying that, we'll probably have big bale services come before next harvest to just give it a service every 2 years. We'll be into our second year now, and experts in it, so they'll look at stuff and be like, that's wrong, you need to change that before something blows up. So we'll get Gary Needham and Big Bale Services Mark probably to come out and give it the once over. So now I'm just going to lift the back door up, and we can chain that back then. Sorted. Put that back in the shed now. It's like some groundwork going on the horizon there. Is that a horse and a fent? Looks that way, doesn't it? Horse pronto or something like that. Nice! Big Mick's here, so I'm guessing he's getting my mum to do some paperwork, filling some forms for him.
Thinking about you. That's what Mum's doing.
You've been, you sorted now then? Paperwork done?
Doctor tomorrow. See what happens.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
You have it, Tate Oil coming to deliver. Kate sorting the job out again. As always. I've got the baler dropped off. Time to get the front press on. So we better put these arms down. Right, so we got it on. Now I'm just hoping, because we put the silage clamp where we've put it, it's going to make it a little, it might not, but it might make it tight for getting the drill out. Looks like these boys are, ooh, look at these mucky windows. Maybe we ought to sort that out before we get off drilling today. But these boys have got the muck spreaders on, and they'll be heading down to one of the fields I'll be doing, not straight away because Andy's already ploughed it, but one of the fields is not ploughed. Spread some muck on it, get some organic matter into that soil. Just been looking along here whether these have been set a bit strong or something, but that one's bent, so got 24mm spanner. We'll take it off, we'll have a go at straightening it against the anvil and put it back on. Right, so if I put that in the vise and bend it back, twist it back straight, we should be okay. So got it in. Oh, push up with this adjustable. It is going. That's it back on, just like the others now. Fixed. Although this bit, I'm guessing something like a branch must have come through when we were doing them real wet bits. I have no idea. I'm gonna get that back to straight. Try and put something around that and bend it back. But I think with them being heated, we might be on a loser. But we'll give it a shot. I am a professional straightening tool. Look at that. You would not tell that one's out of line. Right, back to full capacity. Better check we've got enough seeding to do this field. Don't want to be overfilled because it's very wet in one part. We want to be as light as possible. Right, I'll get this put up on the roof so we've got the GPS. That wind is blasted off. Let's get going. Get to the field. Got a potato harvester a couple of fields away. Look at this. They're running a I don't even know what they call them, but basically it's you tip it into it from the field and then it tips onto the side of the road so it doesn't take any mud onto the road. That is an expensive way, but these guys are doing potatoes all the time, hence the massive self-propelled Grimmy there. There she is. And there those guys are. That's done, I think. Getting ready with a bit of drilling. And then the Grimmy harvester making its way steadily down there. Look at that! 7,350 I think it is. Beast! And we're way down here. I'm drilling this wheat. So what I'm going to do is, this end of the field's the driest. So we will get as much seed out as we can. Just watching the seed on the camera. When we get fairly light, we'll go over to the other side of the field where it's wet and drill that. So then hopefully it just knocks a bit of weight off so we don't get stuck. Don's drilling now. The John Deere and a Kuhn Megant. Wider than ours, that one. So yeah, it's going in nicely. Is it? I don't think you can go direct into ploughing with that drill, but obviously with a combi you can. So we quite like it. One man goes ploughing, one man goes with a combi, job done. But as people favour different things, Don favours doing it that way. He obviously must work better on his land. He can get on a bit quicker because he's got a lot of wider drill for a lower horsepower tractor, and yeah, there's just that many different drills to choose from and different ways of doing things that like can get quite complicated. Yeah, they all put seed in ground, don't they? Maybe stand corrected, I just looked at the Megant online and it says that you can go into ploughed or min-tilled land. So, yeah, it's a time drill. There we go, that's what you can do with that one. Like a face off, I could nearly continue on that line and drill a bit for Don. In here I've just been backing off the runs because it's so wet we can't get all the way through. Ben's just come to fill me up and I am very, very, very empty, so definitely need it. Okay, so Ben's filling it up. Rapid fill. Not only does it feed cows, but it feeds drills as well, does this bucket. It's an MX one. So if anybody wants one for filling their drill up, get one. Ben's doing some bad parking on the roundabout. Bringing me some keys so I can get to the next field. It is fairly bad. It looks like he's got it stuck, to be fair. Better hope it comes out. It's a fair embankment, is that? Oh, he has done. He's off. He's emptying into the chaser now. I think we've got, you can see the blur because we're near the engine. The heat of it is maybe that's there. It's emptying into that. And then it's also emptying into the trailer on the road. I don't notice that, that's head. That's the way to do it, isn't it? Hey? Great. Mixer mentions comes in from Will Salmon today, and he is wishing Noah all the best in his recovery, which I think that's really, really nice, using mixer mentions for that purpose. So yeah, everyone I'm sure wishes Noah all the best in his recovery. We were full of comments yesterday for that, which I can only like lift his spirits, can't it? Like to know that there's like a community there behind supporting. We are now just started another field, and yeah, it's pretty much where I'm going to end the video. I think it's probably a long one today, so hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, press the like button and subscribe. If you want to get some of the merch before the Christmas rush, then head over to Joeseelsjobs.com, get your t-shirts, hoodies, hats, bags, shorts, all sorts over there. So check that out. There's a link in the description below. And also for the mixed mentions, if you want to get on the video, we raised money for Yorkshire Air Ambulance. We've raised over £10,000. Links in the description below for that as well. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later. Bye.